This video is inspired by Oscarbird. Hey there everyone, welcome to Rainbow Drop. In this video, I'll be showing you some of the home media releases of the Pokemon anime. I won't show you all of them, otherwise this video will be 5 hours long. Instead, I'll show you the Indigo League releases from North America, the UK, Australia, and Japan, as well as some international releases. Let's start off in North America with the single releases. The single releases were released through Viz Video and distributed by Pioneer Entertainment. Yes, that's Pioneer Entertainment. The following releases were I Choose You, Pikachu, which is the very first time we ever got to see a manga in the US of Pokemon. The Mystery of Mount Moon, which is the first release of 1999. The Sisters of Cerulean City, Pokefriends, which famously includes Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village, which you may remember for this one. Thundershock, Seaside Pikachu, Psychic Surprise, Primate Problems, Fashion Victims, Fighting Tournament, The Great Race, Pikachu Party, Wake Up Snorlax, which is the first release of 2000, Jigglypuff Pop, Charizard Totally Togepi, and Picture Perfect, which is not only the last release to contain episodes from Season 1, but it's also the only release to have 4 episodes instead of 3. Not done yet, because we also have Water Blast, which is the first release for Season 2, and the first release to have closed captions because the Season 1 releases did not have closed captions, but these ones do. Our Hero Meowth, The Final Badge, the Pokécrow, which is spelled like this on the VHS release for some reason, Hang 10 Pikachu, Showtime, Into the Arena, Round 1, which is the first release of the second millennium, and Friends and Rivals, which is the final release for the Indigo League. We're not done with North America yet because we still have the box sets. Throughout the late 2000s, Viz Media decided to make box sets for Pokemon Indigo League. The full version of the Kanto Rap was available on the first 2 volumes of the box set, without the first 3 intro sequences, while the last volume did not even feature the Poké Rap. Pikachu's Jukebox was included with the episodes, but in a different order than on Pokemon TV, and Who's That Pokemon is included on all episodes. The first volume was released on November 21st, 2006 and contained 26 episodes from Pokemon I Choose You to Hypno's Naptime. This, however, does not include Beauty and the Beach. Volume 2 released on November 13th, 2007 and contained 26 episodes from Pokemon Fashion Flash to the Breeding Center Secret, but does not contain several episodes including which did not air outside Japan. Volume 3 was released on February 18th, 2008 and contained 27 episodes from Princess vs. Princess to Friends to the End, although Go West Young Meowth was listed as Hollywood Heartbreak on the DVD cover. Viz Media decided to release the sets again, and this time they were distributed by Wonderful Media. All 3 volumes were released between November 5th, 2013 and October 28th, 2014. The complete collection was released alongside volumes 2 and 3 on October 28th, 2014. The full version of the Kanto Pokérap is available on all discs with the intro scenes except for in disc 1 where it does not include the first 3 intro sequences, while discs 7 through 9 do not include the Pokérap at all. Just like with Edition 1, Pikachu's Jukebox is included with the episodes, but in a mostly different order than on Pokemon TV, and Who's That Pokemon is included on all episodes. The second edition DVDs contained all episodes that were in the first edition DVDs except for Holiday Hijinks. There was also a Blu-ray box set named Pokemon Indigo League Season 1 Champions Edition, also released by Viz Media. This time it was on November 14th, 2017, containing the first 6 discs of the second edition Pokemon DVD box set thing. It also contains the Pokérap, Who's That Pokemon, a manga sampler, and a recipe. Cool. Now for the United Kingdom releases. The Indigo League single releases were released by Warner Bros. In the United Kingdom on VHS. But only VHS, no DVD releases for some reason. And all 11 volumes matched the 11 volumes from the US for the single releases. So I'm just gonna get lazy and use the US boxes instead. So they are I Choose You Pikachu, The Mystery of Mount Moon, The Sisters of Cerulean City, Poke Friends, Thundershock, Seaside Pikachu, Psychic Surprise, Primary Problems, Fashion Victims, Fighting Tournament, and The Great Race, which was released in a box set with the special episode Mewtwo Returns. A DVD titled Partner Up with Pikachu was released by Manga Entertainment in the United Kingdom on DVD on April 15th, 2019, containing these 4 episodes which focus on the friendship between Ash and Pikachu. On October 1st, 2001, Thundershock and Seaside Pikachu got bundled up in a double release, and it consisted of 2 VHS tapes in a single case. Just like The Great Race and Mewtwo Returns. And finally, Manga Entertainment released a DVD and Blu-ray called the Season 1 disc set. And yeah, it basically contains every episode that was on the US Blu-ray release thing. Now for Australia. In the late 90s, Siren Entertainment decided to create some VHS releases for the Indigo League. They were I Choose You Pikachu, The Mystery of Mount Moon, The Sisters of Cerulean City, Poke Friends, Thundershock, Seaside Pikachu, Psychic Surprise, Primate Problems, Fashion Victims, Fighting Tournament, The Great Race, Pikachu Party, Wake Up Snorlax, Jigglypuff Pop, Charizard, and Totally Togepi. In April 2002, the Best of Series 1 DVDs were released. There were only 2 of them, and only Series 1 ever received Best of DVDs. Despite the name, they were simply sequential releases of episodes. Volume 1 contained Pokemon I Choose You to Showdown in Pewter City, while Volume 2 contained Clefairy and the Moonstone to Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village. On May 10th, 2006, Magna Pacific began releasing Super Wallets to celebrate the 10th anniversary. 12 DVDs contained the episodes Pokemon I Choose You to Bulbasaur's Mysterious Garden, but it also included 2 bonus discs. The first one contained the Legend of Thunder trilogy, and the second disc contained the first 2 episodes of the Pichu and Pikachu's Winter Vacation 2001 specials, and the first 2 weekly Pokemon Broadcasting Station side story episodes. On March 10th, 2010, Magna Pacific decided to begin releasing Digipack disc sets of each season. Season 1's disc set was released in Australia on March 10th, 2010, although New Zealanders would have to wait until September 9th of that year. Finally, Beyond Home Entertainment would release a Blu-ray of Pokemon Indigo League on December 6th, 2017. Both of those releases contained the same 52 episodes as the one Blu-ray release in the US and the one DVD and Blu-ray release in the UK. On to Japan. During the late 90s, Media Factory and Shokakugan decided to put Pocket Monsters on VHS. The first one was released on VHS on November 27, 1997, and the last one released on VHS June 26, 1999. There was also a special release containing Holiday Hijinks and Pikachu's Vacation. But that was just rentals. How about the real deal? Well, they did that too. The first one released on July 18, 1998, and the last one released on October 23, 1999, with the special VHS that I mentioned before as well. Next are the international languages. Let's start off with the VHS releases from Imavision. They are I Choose You Pikachu, Duel at Pewter City, The Nymphs of Cerulean City, Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village, Electric Confrontation, The Giant's Island, A Pokemon in Love, The Revenge of Victory Smell, Barrier Against Pokemon, The Pokemarathon, The Mysterious Mansion, Water Blast, and Picture Perfect. Also, there's a special release titled
Spécial Retour à l'école 5 aventures abracadabrantes.
Also, there are 2 DVDs, The Depart and The Moonstone, each containing the first 10 episodes of the show. But we also have the Johto Journeys with An All-New World and Midnight Guardian. We also have the movie releases: Pokemon the First Movie, Pokemon the Movie 2000, The Unknown Spell, and Tay, Pokemon Forever, Pokemon Heroes, Pokemon Jirachi Wish Spell, Pokemon Destiny Deoxys the Movie, and Mewtwo Returns. Since there are way too many movie and special releases, I'm only going to be focusing on the anime for this. Starting with arcade pictures, we've got the following: I Choose You Pikachu, The Mystery of Mount Moon, The Sisters of Cerulean City, Poke Friends, Thundershock, Seaside Pikachu, Psychic Surprise, Primate Problems, Fashion Victims, and Fighting Tournament. Now for bridge pictures. Unfortunately, there are a ton of Johto Journey ones, so I'm not going to include them or anything after, so only the Kanto ones, in which there are only like a few of them. Pokemon Yellow Edition 1, Pokemon Yellow Edition 2, and Hedbeste Evan Pokemon 1, 2, and 3, as number 4 contained exclusively from the Orange Islands.